Your knees are crying out for help. Right now, while you're walking every day believing you're doing the best thing for your health, your joints are screaming for assistance. 3,000 steps, 5,000 steps, 10,000 steps, and the pain only gets worse. Hips stiffening, lower back complaining, balance declining. You do everything right, yet the results are wrong. I'm about to reveal the 5 movements that orthopedic surgeons recommend to their own parents. Exercises approved by rehabilitation specialists that strengthen deep muscles, protect cartilage, and restore mobility you thought was gone forever. Get ready, because what I'm about to show you contradicts everything you've heard about physical activity after 60. Walking is not the villain, but walking alone is insufficient. I'll explain why. Your body has more than 600 muscles. Walking activates only specific groups: quadriceps, calves, glutes in a repetitive pattern. Stabilizing muscles remain inactive. Your deep core musculature weakens. Your balance progressively deteriorates. Worse still, every step generates an impact equal to 3 times your body weight. If you weigh 70 kilograms, that's 210 kilograms pressing on your knees with every step. Multiply that by 10,000 steps per day. 2,100,000 kilograms of joint pressure. Every day. Your knees were not designed for that without proper muscular compensation. When stabilizing muscles are weak, joints absorb all the impact. Cartilage wears down. Inflammation increases. Pain settles in. And you keep walking because your doctor told you to. The first movement that changes everything. The straight leg raise while lying down. It looks simple. It is revolutionary. Lie down with your back supported. One leg bent, foot on the floor, the other leg completely straight. Raise the straight leg until it reaches the height of the opposite knee. Lower it in a controlled manner. Repeat 15 times. Switch legs. This specific exercise strengthens the vastus medialis oblique muscle, the portion of the quadriceps responsible for stabilizing the kneecap. When this structure weakens, your kneecap glides incorrectly over the femur. Friction increases. Cartilage wears down. Patellofemoral syndrome develops. Rehabilitation hospitals in Japan use this protocol with post-surgical patients. Recovery rates increase by 40%. Pain decreases by an average of 63% after 6 weeks. You don't need equipment. You don't need a gym. You need consistency. 3 sets, 5 times per week. Your kneecaps will thank you. Write in the comments which city you're watching from. I want to map where the people who truly care about longevity are located. The second exercise, the glute bridge with an isometric hold. Lie on your back. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Raise your hips until your body forms a straight line from knees to shoulders. Hold for 5 seconds at the top. Lower in a controlled manner. This movement activates the entire posterior chain. Glutes, hamstrings, lumbar paraspinal muscles, deep multifidus muscles, the muscles that support your spine during all daily activities. When these structures weaken, vertebrae lose support. Intervertebral discs endure excessive pressure. Herniated discs form. Neural compression occurs. Pain radiates down the legs. You take anti-inflammatory medication, undergo passive physical therapy, but the root cause remains. Weak glutes. Functional MRI studies show that older adults with chronic lower back pain display 52% lower activation of the gluteus maximus compared to pain-free individuals. This exercise corrects that deficiency. 12 repetitions, 5-second hold, 3 sets, 4 times per week. Your spine regains natural stability. The third movement, single leg balance with progressive support reduction. Falls kill more older adults than any chronic disease. This is not an exaggeration. It's medical statistics. 30% of people over 65 fall at least once per year. Of those, 20% suffer serious fractures. Femur, hip, wrist. 5% never regain full independence. The solution is not medication. It's proprioceptive balance. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair. Lightly support yourself with one hand. Lift one foot off the floor. Hold the position for 30 seconds. Switch legs. Your brain is receiving sensory information from the muscles of the ankle, knee, and hip. It is making micro-postural corrections. It is strengthening protective reflexes. With practice, gradually reduce support, from a full hand to fingertips, from fingertips to standing nearby without touching. Australian research documented a 47% reduction in falls after 12 weeks of this protocol. Your proprioceptive receptors recalibrate. Your vestibular system strengthens. You walk with confidence again. The fourth exercise, sitting down and standing up without using your hands. A simple test that reveals real functional strength. Sit in a standard height chair, arms crossed over your chest. Stand up using only your leg strength. Sit back down in a controlled manner without dropping. This single movement predicts longevity with remarkable accuracy. A Brazilian study involving more than 2,000 participants showed that individuals unable to perform this test had a 5-fold higher risk of mortality over the following 6 years. 5 times higher. Why? Because this movement requires quadriceps strength, glute strength, core stability, and balance simultaneously. These are the abilities that determine your functional independence, your ability to use the bathroom on your own, get in and out of a car, stand up after examining a plant in the garden. When you lose this function, you lose autonomy. Practice daily, 10 repetitions in the morning, 10 in the afternoon. You may use a higher chair at first, progress to lower heights as you become stronger. Your anti-gravity muscles regain power. Your quality of life multiplies. The fifth movement, seated thoracic rotation with coordinated breathing. Sit upright with your spine tall, hands behind your head, elbows open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale while rotating your torso to the right, keeping your hips fixed. Return to center while inhaling. Repeat to the left. 10 rotations on each side. Your thoracic spine contains 12 vertebrae, each one capable of individual rotation. With aging, this mobility decreases. The fascia between the ribs stiffens. Intercostal muscles lose elasticity. Your respiratory capacity declines. Tissue oxygenation worsens. Fatigue increases. Cognition deteriorates. But there is a path backward. Thoracic mobilization restores joint range of motion. Lung ventilation improves. Oxygen uptake increases by an average of 18% after 8 weeks. Korean hospitals apply this protocol in patients with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Result, a 34% reduction in hospital admissions. You don't need lung disease to benefit. You need efficient lungs, an oxygenated brain, restored energy. Comment below which of these 5 exercises you are going to start today. I want to know which one caught your attention the most. Now comes the part that separates information from transformation. You have the 5 exercises, you have the science, you have the data, but none of that matters without an execution protocol. First, frequency beats intensity. 5 minutes every day is better than 30 minutes once a week. Your neuromuscular system needs constant stimulation to create permanent adaptations. Second, sequence matters. Start with the glute bridge to activate the posterior chain. Continue with the leg raise for quadriceps strength. Move on to single leg balance for stability. Perform the sit-to-stand exercise for functional strength. Finish with thoracic rotation for mobility. Third, gradual progression. Increase repetitions before increasing difficulty. Once you can comfortably perform 3 sets of 15 repetitions, add a challenge. Single leg bridge. Unsupported single leg balance. Sit to stand from a lower chair. Your body adapts when you respect your limits while gradually expanding them. These exercises are not theory. They are protocols tested on thousands of patients. Hospitals use them. Physical therapists prescribe them. Surgeons recommend them. Because results appear. Joint pain decreases by an average of 58% after 12 weeks. Muscle strength increases by 42%. Balance improves and falls decline dramatically. You regain movements you considered impossible. You bend down to pick up an object from the floor, climb stairs without holding the handrail, play with your grandchildren without fear of falling. That is the difference between surviving and truly living, between depending on others and maintaining your independence, between accepting limitations and expanding possibilities. Your sarcopenia does not have to be inevitable. Your osteoarthritis does not have to progress. Your falls do not have to happen. You have the tools now. Start today. Choose one exercise. Perform it with full attention. Observe your body responding. Feel your muscles activating. Notice your stability improving. Leave a comment about which exercise you will prioritize. Share this with someone who needs this information. Your transformation begins now, not tomorrow, now.